What your favorite Roblox game says about you. Bedwars. You probably used to play Arsenal all the time, but once you got bored of it, you switched on over to Bedwars. You also take the game a little too seriously and are a very sweaty player, which means you try a little too hard. You think one of the most annoying Bedwars players are people who try to rush when the game just started because it's a cheap way to play. You think Bedwars is the best game on Roblox because you low-key have a superiority complex. You hate Adopt Me and Brookhaven with a furious passion because you think they're childish and require no quote-unquote skill and want them to be deleted. You firmly believe that R6 is the best Roblox body there is and that Arthro is cringe. You also whine about how you miss old Roblox and how things are just not the same anymore and how Roblox is just getting worse even though you started playing in 2020. You probably love watching Roblox live streamers. You especially love to demand the streamer to play Bedwars because you want more people to see how good of a game Bedwars is, or you just want to 1v1 them to prove that you're one of the best players even though you rage quit more times than you like to admit. Piggy! The likelihood of you standing Creecraft in Minitune is incredibly high, and you know it. You've seen all their videos, you've watched their live streams, and you even have their notifications on. You can't lie to me. I know you do. You love solving puzzles, and you have a big sense of satisfaction when you complete a chapter. You also know all the Piggy lore through and through, and know each chapter like the back of your hand. You played Piggy so many times that you can speedrun the chapters in under 2 minutes. You probably have some form of Piggy merch either IRL or in Roblox that you cherish deeply. You're also either super into horror games, or this is the only horror game you ever want to play. Yes, Piggy is technically a horror game. MeeP City. No, just no. Simulator games. If you like one simulator game, chances are you like them all. You don't mind a lack of action in the game, and or okay if it gets kind of boring from time to time because you like grinding. You don't mind spending countless hours playing in order to achieve very little because that little burst of serotonin is enough to keep you going. You can call yourself determined, but I just say that you are a very stubborn person. But that's not necessarily a bad thing. Worst comes to worst, you will pay to get further in the game faster. You enjoy these type of games because they're simple, stress-free, and overall super comfy. People like yourself enjoy rewatching the same TV shows and movies for the same reasons. Comfy vibes are your thing, and there's a good chance you like fluffy blankets and fuzzy socks. You've also probably played pet simulator games more than anything else, and most recently, Pet Sim X. Pet Sim X. It's likely that at first you thought it was just another pet sim game until you actually tried it out and you couldn't stop playing. At this point, you're ranked among the highest, which could be anywhere between the ranks impossible and the best, and you've managed to earn some of the greatest pets imaginable. You're also probably really into watching Pet Sim X live stream giveaways, only to realize that 9 times out of 10, it's a scam. That doesn't stop you from trying though. Da hood. You're definitely someone who lives for drama, whether you like to admit it or not. That being said, you're probably super toxic. Sorry, not sorry. You're probably one of those people who yell mic up to anyone who makes you angry, and then y'all end up packing on Discord. You take a lot of pride in how you customize your avatar and try to make it look as cool as possible. You also probably have headless to show off, and if you don't, you wish you did. You definitely have the zombie animation pack because you've seen that everyone else has it. To be honest, you have a lot in common with Slenders, if you're not one already. You love to team up and kill loner players because you can't do it by yourself. You also probably have a boombox just to blast the loudest bypass bass boosted songs in order to annoy everyone in the server. You could also be the handful of people who exploit and ruin other people's gameplay by killing players in a number of ways. You probably also have a ton of alt accounts for exploiting and or bullying other players because you've had your other accounts banned in the past. Pop-it/fidget games. You're 5. The Mimic. Halloween is probably your absolute favorite holiday, and you live for all things scary, especially scary movies. You're a night owl who loves to read scary stories, so you probably stay up most nights past 3 a.m. You love the adrenaline of being scared, and you played almost all scary games on Roblox. You're really into creepypastas, and some of your favorite creepypasta monsters include Slenderman and Jeff the Killer. And you're not afraid of anything anymore. You've grown numb to all the ghouls and monsters in the stories in the games. However, the one fear you can't shake, the fear that's relentless in the
fear of losing everyone you love and cherish.
Just kidding. You like to live life on the edge and probably try to summon spirits and demons with a Luigi board. Squid Game. You probably didn't watch the show until after you played every game that exists on Roblox, but then you definitely binged it in one night. You can play red light, green light with your eyes closed because you're an epic pro gamer. You've definitely used the Roblox versions to test your ability to see if you can win the game IRL at least once. Chances are you wouldn't have won. You backstabbed your friends and you got them killed just so you could have the possibility of winning a game. You like taking a lot of risks in general and are always up for new things that come your way. For Halloween this year, you and your friends are gonna go trick-or-treating as a player players and guards just like everyone else. You probably have a full costume on Roblox too. And if you're like 99% of Squid Game fans, you either stan or have a crush on that girl. 67.